you amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another Attack on Titan reaction video. Today we are back checking out episode 2. I must admit, last week I was really nervous to do a reaction that I've never done before. Exclusively being a music reaction channel for the last few months, all of you have been asking me to check out an anime. As someone who's never watched anime before in their life, wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I didn't know whether I was going to enjoy Attack on Titan going into it. It's the first time I've ever watched any anime ever, and I must admit, I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. Everything about it was done so well just to suck you in and make you want to watch more. And I must admit, that's exactly what I want to do. I wasn't sure what the feedback was going to be like. I wasn't sure if people were going to enjoy it because it was a reaction I haven't done before. But all of you seem to really enjoy it. I must admit, I just want to take this moment just to say a huge thank you for all of your kind words and support in the last video. I went into the reaction so nervous because it's such an out-of-character reaction. I wasn't sure what the feedback was going to be like. But all of you really want me to continue this journey. So I'm really excited to do just this. A complete anime noob going down this anime rabbit hole, and we are not just gonna stop at Attack on Titan. Don't worry. And I might up these and do 2 episodes a week as well. We'll see what you guys want going forward. Also, for anyone who wants to watch the unblurred, unedited, full reactions, they will be available on Patreon. I'll never cut out anything, any part of the episode, so you'll always get the full episode here on YouTube as well. I know some other reaction channels do that. They trim the episodes down to encourage more people to go to Patreon. I'm not going to do that. I'll leave the full episodes here, but they will be blurred, and some parts of the audio might be changed. That'll only be the songs. But if you want the full, unedited, unblurred, unchanged version, it will always be on Patreon. I won't hide it behind a high paywall either. It'll be pay what you want, so you can just click a link to there's a link in the description, and there'll be a link on the pinned comment on this video as well, and you can go over there if you don't want to watch the blurred version. Anyway, enough of my talking. Tonight I'll also be live streaming on Twitch, so hopefully I'll see all of you amazing people there. Link to my Twitch channel is in the description of this video because I really want to talk to a lot of you about this. I know I'm going to have a lot to talk about after this episode already. So, enough of my talking. Let's jump straight into my first time ever reaction to Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 2.
今から100年以上前、人類にある天敵が現れた。彼らと人類の間には圧倒的な力の差が存在し、たちまち人類は絶滅の危機を迎えた。生き残った人類はマリア、ローゼ、シーナの3つの壁を築き、そこで100年の平和を実現させた。しかし
This show is so well done. It's so well done. I'm not just saying that. I'm not like hyping this reaction. It is so well done. It is so well done. I love it. The first episode was done like this as well. Whoever made this show is an absolute master of like luring you in, sucking you in. I've never felt this pulled to watch a show on a pilot episode ever. I can't think of a time. Maybe like The Boys or something, but it's been a long time since I've watched a pilot episode of a show, and I've just been like, I want to watch so much. I got so many questions. Attack on Titan is the master of just giving you so many questions. so excited to get to like that scene. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and in the opening, because I've seen the opening scene in the opening songs reaction I did, and in the first episode, and when they all jump in the air, I keep seeing that scene, and I'm like, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see it. I hope that's actually in the show. I'm so excited to see that scene. It looks so damn epic. Literally looks like something out of Lord of the Rings.
かの時に至るまで我は幸なき全く欲深き魂なりき今は汝の見るごとく我このためにここに罰せらるむさぼりのなすところのことは我ら食いし魂の罪を清むる様に現るそもそもこの山にこれより苦き罰はなし我が血筋を汝のもとに引きて俺に己が肉を与え帰り水ら示しほどなればこの上何をすべきやむさぼりよ我が血筋を汝のもとに
Any Breaking Bad fans here? If there are any Breaking Bad fans here, you're gonna know exactly what I mean when I say this. This show reminds me of Breaking Bad in one way. Breaking Bad is one of the hardest shows I've ever had to watch. One of the best shows I've ever seen, but one of the hardest I've ever had to watch. And Attack on Titan already is feeling like one of those shows where it's like really intense, really dark, really gory, really messed up. Like we're 4 minutes in, it's so messed up. And I'm sitting there like, geez, this is so hard to watch. But it's like addictive in the same way, literally like Breaking Bad. You're always so excited for the next episode, but you sit there the whole time like looking at it through squinted eyes. That makes sense?
Naniをもう少しで母さんを助けられたのに余計なことすんじゃねえよもう少しで母さんをいい加減にしろ
エレンお前が母さんを助けられなかったのはお前に力がなかったからだ俺が巨人に立ち向かわなかったな
俺に勇気がなかったからだ
すまない
まただ
Again.
一万円行け停泊してる船で志願品を脱出するんだ早くしろ食い殺されるぞ
壁の要所要所にある志願品のように突出した地区は巨人を引きつけるおとりとなり警備のコストと兵力を抑える役割を果たしていた。その役割通り巨人たちの標的となった志願しなくの住人たちは たった一つの内門から脱出するしかなかった。
全員荷物は捨てろ。一人でも多く乗せるんだ。
アルミン、座ってなさい。
でもエレンとミカサがまだ。来た。エレン。
今はやめておきなさい。かわいそうに、あの様子じゃよっぽど。
何もたもたしてんだ。早くしろ。横断はどうした。急げ。もう目の前だぞ。
I'm really curious as well. Like, I'll try and pause as unfrequently as I can, and I'll try and not talk over it as well for anyone. For like that, that's what I sort of do with reactions to music. I'll do the same with this. But I'm really curious as well. So, what I've gathered so far is there's this giant city, but then there's loads of little outside cities as well. So that huge city that we were just like part of for the whole of episode 1 is actually tiny in comparison. The city is huge. It's like absolutely massive in general. So although this looks like absolutely devastating, in the grand scheme of things, it's like a really small city that's been broken into. Is that correct? And they're trying to flee from that small city into the like larger ones. Like, how many humans are alive then? Am I going to find this all out later? Should I just stop asking questions?
嘘だろ。こんなことって。何すんだ。もう満員だ。出航する。そんなお願い乗せて。子供だけでも。すまねえが無理だ。出航。乗せて。乗せろ。どこ狙ってんだ。しかしこいつに的を狙える制度なんかありませんよ。今そんなごたくはどうでもいいんだよ。早く次の弾込めろ。無理だ。はあ、門が閉まるぞ。絶対だ。取り残されるぞ。おい、
閉めるな。もう少し待て。まだ中に大勢の人が残ってるんだぞ。
この門を突破されたら町一つが巨人に占拠されたどころの話じゃない。次の壁まで人類の活動領域が後退するんだぞ。
だからって目の前の人間を見殺しにする理由はない。
早く閉めろ。巨人が来るぞ。兵も急げ。
よせ。おい。
Man, I have so many questions. I like. Please join the live stream tonight. Join the live stream. Link to the live stream. Twitch. The Twitch is in the description. I've got to talk to. I'm confused. So what's the point in the gate? This dude just crushed through it. Also, how tall actually are they? Because like, is this wall taller than the outside wall? The outside wall was what, 50 meters? Are the inner walls taller? Is this wall taller? Because based on how big this Titan looked, I'm guessing he was like 20 meters, but he's nowhere near as tall as this second wall. And the gates aren't even needed, so why don't they just attack with like 10 of these guys? Because they could just run straight through the walls. And what the hell is the difference? Like, is it an age thing? Have these Titans been around for longer and that's why they're like skinless? I'm good. Like, there's so many different ones. Is there a reason? Some of them aren't even that big by the looks of it. I'm like, man, I got like a million questions. I got like a million questions. Okay, someone's gonna need to explain that
ウォー
to
ル
me.
マリア南方志願しなく陥落から数時間後、その知らせは人類領域内のあらゆる町に瞬く間に広まった。
There's loads.
本当なのか。志願しなに巨人が侵入したというのは。信じられん。100年持った壁がなぜ今になって。信じるも信じないも現に船で脱出してきた人間がいるんだ。報告じゃ500人は乗っているらしい。
問題は志願しなだけで済んだのかどうか。
しかしまさかウォールマリアの内地にまで侵入されるはずは。
とにかく中央に連絡して指示を仰ぐ。こんな緊急事態はとても我々だけでは対処できん。
失礼します。たった今早馬がウォールマリアが破られ内地に巨人が侵入したとのことです。
終わりだ。終わりだ。また人類は巨人に食い尽くされる。終わり。もうあの家には二度と帰れない。どうして最後までろくでもない口喧嘩しかできなかったんだ。もう母さんはいない。どこにもいない。どうして。
お前に力がなかったからだ。
俺が人間が弱いから弱いやつは泣くしかないのか。あいつらこの世から。
エレン、どうしたの？エレン、
駆逐してやる。この世から一匹残らず。
この年中央政府は人類の活動領域をウォールローゼまで後退させることを決定した。この間巨人に食われた者はおよそ1万にも及んだ。
Okay, right. So what I've gathered is we've got all these circles. I think there is a map I can look at online. So we've got all these circles, right? So we've got all these different circles. There's like circles around the outside of... So imagine we've got one giant circle. Around the outside of this giant circle are loads of other little circles. Those little circles are towns that are built to lure Titans to attack them, pretty much. Inside... So one of the Titans breached one of these tiny little circles. They all moved inside one of the big circles, right? But then the Titans breached that big circle, and it looks like there's just a lot of wilderness, a few villages and towns in there, a lot of rivers and stuff that lead to another big circle, Wall Rose. Now, Wall Maria was breached, loads of wilderness, loads of land and stuff like that. So there's now Titans in that wall just walking around inside their compound. So all of humanity is now to evacuate that one into Wall Rose. Is that right? Am I correct there? Let me know in the comments down below.
エレン、彼ら、ミカサ、無事でいてくれ。
エレン！
父さん、やめてよ父さん！何をしようとしてるの！
いいから腕を出しなさい！
嫌だ！父さん、お母さんが死んでおかしくなったんだ！離してよ父さん！
お前のダメなんだ！
何を言ってるの！
鍵を忘れるな！俺はたどり着かなければならない！いつか捕ませる！その時まで！
エレン、大丈夫？うなされてた。
父さんと会ってた気がする。
まさか夢だよ。
そうかな。
行こう。食料の配給があるって。ここ食料庫だったって。船で来た人はみんなここに集められてる。
おい、ちゃんと並べ！うるせえ！こっちは夕べから何も食ってねえんだ！
私たちはまだ生き残ったわけじゃない。
ミカサ！
アルミン。
ほら、間に合ったよ。おじいちゃんが子供の分だからってもらっといてくれたんだ。
ありがとう。
なんだあいつ。
仕方ないよ。この配給多分人数分ないんだ。それが1日分だって。避難民が多すぎるんだ。もともと食料不足だし、外側に住んでいる人ほど大事にされないのは知ってるでしょ。
なんでよそ者のために俺たちの食料を。どうせ巨人が壁を越えたんならもっと食って減らしてくれりゃよかったんだ。これじゃ食料不足がひどくなる一方だぜ。おで何すんだこのガキ！
知らないくせに！お前なんか見たこともないくせに！巨人がどうやって人を！
うるせえ！
ごめんなさい！お腹が空いてイライラしてたから。だから大人の人にこんな失礼なこと。ほんとごめんなさい！
ったくお前たちが飢え死にしないで済むのも俺たちのおかげなんだぞ。子供だってそれくらいの感謝の気持ちは持つもんだ。
はい！
くそ、誰があんな奴らの世話になるか。戻ってやる。ウォールマリアに巨人なんか全部ぶっ潰して。
エレン、本気で言ってるんじゃないよね。
本気だ！俺は壁の中で強がってるだけのあいつらとは違う！こんなもんいらない！
エレン、飢え死にしちゃうよ！
お前悔しくないのかよ！そんなもん恵んでもらってるから巨人に勝てないんだ！
無理だよ！勝てるわけない！僕たちは壁の中で生きるしかないんだ！無茶をすれば死ぬ！僕の父さん母さんみたいに！
だからあいつらにペコペコするのか？恥ずかしくないのかよ！
今はしょうがないよ！
しょうがないなんて言い訳だ！だったらいつまでもそうやって家畜みたいに生きろ！弱虫！
ミカサ。
アルミンが弱虫ならエレンと私も同じ。私たちは巨人から逃げるのも 町から逃げるのも何一つ自分でやっていない。今日食べるものさえ助けてもらった。そんな力のない人間があの巨人を一匹だって倒せるわけない。大切なのは生き延びること。おばさんが言ってた通り。
Your mother? You say your mother? I thought, is it Mikasa? I apologize for pronouncing that wrong. And Eren, I thought they were brother and sister. Why did it say your mother?
言ってた通り。ミカサ！食べて、ちゃんと生き残るの。エレンを飢え死になんかさせない。
数日後、大量の避難民たちは食料確保のため荒れ地の開拓に回された。しかし食糧難は避けられず、翌年の846年、中央政府はウォールマリア奪還を名目に大量の避難民を作戦に投入した。その数25万人。人口の2割に相当したが、生存者はわずか百数十名。その犠牲で残された人々の食料不足はわずかながらに改善された。
全部巨人のせいだ。あいつらさえ叩き潰せば俺たちの居場所だって取り戻せる。アルミン、俺は来年訓練兵に志願する。巨人と戦う力をつける。僕も。アルミン、僕も。
私も行こう。
ミカサ、お前はいいんだぞ。生き延びることが大事って言ってたろ。
そう。だからあなたを死なせないために行く。
分かった。3人で。
ただいまより第104期訓練兵団の入団式を行う。私が運悪く貴様らを監督することになったキース・シャーディスだ。貴様らを歓迎する気は毛頭ない。今の貴様らはせいぜい巨人の餌になるしかないただの家畜以下の存在だ。そんなクソの役にも立たん貴様らを我々が3年かけて鍛え上げる。巨人と戦う術を叩き込んでやる。3年後貴様らが巨人の前に立った時、ただの餌のままか、あるいは王を守る名誉ある壁となるか、または巨人を駆逐する栄光ある人類の兵士か、貴様らが決めろ。
ああ、俺はなる。巨人を一匹残らず駆逐してやる。
Holy shit. Right. Isn't there like a isn't there usually like a little after credit scene? I don't know if that's every episode. There was one last time, right? Yeah? I'll fast forward it. Here we go. I think there's an after credit scene every episode, right? There was one last time.
兵士失格。巨人への復讐を誓い訓練兵となったエレンだったが、基礎訓練に失敗した彼に突きつけられた現実は辛辣なものだった。
Oh, okay. So they're not like they're teasers for the next episode. That's what they are. They're teasers for the next episode. Let me know. Anyone watching to the end? Do you think I should just avoid those for the teasers next episode? Or should I just watch them? Does it not matter? Let me know. Jeez. So the ending of the first episode had this crazy dark. I mean, we all know Eren's mother was literally eaten, and I just sat there in shock watching this animated show break me. And I must admit, I never thought, I'm literally like tearing up now, like with the heaviness of this show. I never thought an anime would have this kind of emotional weight to it. And that is the complete truth. I haven't watched an anime show because from what I've seen as an outsider looking at, you know, the anime clips that are played and that sort of stuff, I just thought it was like, not for me. You know, I thought it was very overreacted and unrealistic, and it didn't seem like something I would enjoy. And I've been so wrong, because the first episode of this show, I loved. The second episode of the show, I loved. I am actually really enjoying this. The heaviness of it is what makes it so good. It just feels so real, the way it's done. And which is so surprising for a show like this, but it does feel so real. The story feels very realistic in this sort of situation, in this sort of world and universe, how humanity would react, and it feels like this. It feels like this with the walls and the sacrifices and that sort of stuff. You can kind of believe it all. Everything of Eren's mum. One thing that hit me really hard was when the kids ran off. When they ran off, she, you know, under her breath says, "Don't go." And I feel like that writing was incredibly done, because it just showcased that how a mother was trying to be strong for her children, but in the moments when she realizes death is coming, she crumbles and becomes weak. And it just felt really real, really raw. It was just heartbreaking to think about. And yeah, one of the things that's literally drawing me deeper and deeper into this show, into this world, checking out more openings and that sort of stuff, is what I'm discovering is the realism behind all of it. It's the fact that without some insane budget, you wouldn't really be able to replicate something like this on live action TV. And anime gives you the freedom where budget isn't a constraint, where you can tell these stories to this kind of capacity. And I'm really starting to understand that. It's brilliantly done. The story is brilliantly done. And a lot of you have been telling me that, like, I've still got so much more amazing to come, and I can definitely see it. At the beginning of this episode, I literally said, I already know I'm going to have tons to talk about, and that's because in my first reaction, I had a million questions when it ended, and I feel like every episode is going to leave me more questions than when I started. I'm so curious to explore more of this universe and this world, these cities, this story, the training, the Titans, can they be killed? It just seems impossible. The fact that humanity just seems to have like no army, and then they sent the volunteers, 250,000, which turned out to be 20% of the population, which was times by 5, it just means that there's 1.25 million people in these cities. How big are the cities? That's not many people. How many of those people are soldiers? I've got like a million questions, and I can't wait to continue this journey and just check them all out. Again, anyone who's watching to the end, I really appreciate all of you showing so much support. I was really scared to do these reactions just because, like I said, this has been exclusively a music reaction channel, but I've started doing anime openings because there were songs there and people were telling me about it, and it's been absolutely awesome. And when I told all of you I hadn't watched an anime before in my life, all of you said this would be a good one to start with, and I think you picked an amazing choice, all of you, because this feels like a gateway. This feels like a gateway. If there's other shows that are as good as this, I will happily check them out. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. Really good. As someone, like, I'm a huge fan of shows like, I mean, not the ending, but Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Supernatural, The Boys, Stranger Things. Like, those are the shows that I watch and love. And an animated show has never been in that conversation. And I've got a funny feeling that when I finish this show, it will be. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I said, although you've watched the whole video, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can watch the unblurred reactions on Patreon. If you want to watch them going forward, that's where they'll be. I'm trying to make sure that as much of this is as visible as possible in the best way through the editing. Obviously, it's hard with, you know, the big word blocking these videos. So I'll do my best so everyone gets the best viewing experience. Let me know if there's anything you think I can do. But more than that, I just hope you really enjoy these reactions. Like I said, it was scary for me going into these. I wasn't sure what the feedback was going to be like, but you all seem to be really enjoying it, which has been absolutely awesome, because I really wanted to go on this journey with all of you. So I hope you're here with me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this. And there will be at least one every Saturday going forward. A new episode will be coming out at least. If you guys really enjoy these and and really want me to pick it up, I might try do 2 a week. But for now, every Saturday, there'll be a new episode going forward. Tonight, I'll be live streaming on Twitch if you want to join me for that. Link is in the description. And yeah, more important than all that stuff, I hope you have an amazing day. I love all of you wonderful people. And as always, my friends, you see me in the next video.